Hello and welcome to Newsday with Jeff Ahern. I'm your host, Jeff Ahern. Today's top story. The Biden administration is targeting more appliances with its green agenda. If only Joe is as hard on the border as he is on ceiling fans. They should put his teleprompter on the list too, because no matter how bright they make that, he still comes off as just as dim. And Joe is very green. When it comes to having good ideas, his brain is zero emissions. Biden fights off common sense like it's trying to borrow money, like having efficiency rules that would likely put 10 to 30% of ceiling fan manufacturers completely out of business, with little cost benefit to consumers on top of an inferior product. The Department of Energy claims it will save U.S. households money on these energy costs. How much, you ask? Well, according to the DOE, about $39 over the lifespan of the fan. Keep the $39. I don't want your low-flow fans any more than I want your low-flow toilets. I have to flush 3 times when I used to only have to flush once. It's not water savings. That's just wear and tear on the toilet handle. Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm said this administration is using all of the tools at their disposal to save Americans money. Well, except, of course, the most important one, the free market. That they'd like to unplug quicker than your dishwasher. I miss when draconian overreach was just a death metal band and not the entire federal bureaucracy. When I could get light bulbs besides what I call the weird ones. They even want to crack down on vending machines. Will that include the new ones they have in New York now doling out free crack pipes? And I'm starting to wonder if there is one in the lobby of the Department of Energy. Maybe that's why Democrat policies seem to encourage homelessness. Talk about green. If you don't have a home, where are you going to put an appliance, let alone plug it in? Turns out liberal cities aren't pro-homeless. They are just anti-appliance. Whether it's gas stoves, ovens, washing machines, furnaces, pool pumps, battery chargers, or dehumidifiers. It's ironic that all this insanity is being perpetrated by a president whose brain has the worst Energy Star rating in our nation's history. A guy who, if I had told you had a 1-volt brain, you'd have thought I was spotting him the volt. But credit where credit is due. Joe is actively trying to reduce his carbon footprint, albeit on the Hunter Biden bribery case. Joe, I'll believe you're actually serious about environmentalism when you trade in your '67 Corvette for a Prius. Until then, you're just as serious about the environment as Hunter is about clean living. And all this coming just as Biden's alcohol czar says Americans may be told to have no more than 2 beers a week. Please, the way Biden is ruining this country, you'd need to drink a case of beer after breakfast just to make it to lunch. Though the DOE has their way, it will be lukewarm beer out of an energy-efficient fridge.